Uh, when you look at people who've excelled in the world, across the world, they come from different backgrounds, they are in different fields, they come from different age groups, different economic backgrounds, so on and so forth. But there is one thing in common between all of them, and that is inspiration. That's the one thing that's lacking across the world these days. People wake up saying, why do I have to go to work? From 5-year-old kids who say, I don't want to go to school, to chairmen of companies who sometimes say, I don't want to go to work, nobody is inspired. So let's just take a look briefly in the beginning at what happens when you're not inspired. When you're not inspired, your thoughts gravitate to just yourself. And then you develop a myopic vision. It's all about the next fun thing to do, the next weekend getaway, the next movie to watch, so on and so forth. It's all about entertainment. And then you take the stand, it's my way or the highway. Every little thing becomes an issue. Today, it's not as if problems are overwhelming per se. It is because our minds have shrunk that problems seem large. You remember the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? A scientist shrank his own kids to about this, a few inches high. And then ordinary things become a huge problem, like the rain, the lawnmower, so on and so forth. And that's what's happened to us because our minds have shrunk and we're thinking only of I, me, myself. Every little thing becomes an issue. So therefore, what is required is expansion of your mind. The most important thing that happens is that when you are so self-centered, you're not open to ideas. For you to excel, you must be open to ideas from anywhere, from everywhere. If you go to California, you'll find it's brimming with ideas, and that is what lends success to them. And they're open to ideas. We, by and large, have closed minds. We say, what I say is gospel truth. What I feel is the best. What I think is the best. No one can compare with me. That's our philosophy. And the worst thing that happens is that because of this obsession with self, you imagine enemies outside. And so you're fighting maybe your own benefactors. People who mean and do good to you, you imagine they are enemies. The truth is, there are no enemies outside. The demons are all inside. You tackle them, external enemies vanish. So, there's another movie called The Legend of Bagger Vance. Has anyone seen it? Oh yeah, one person. I strongly recommend that you see that because it's an amazing movie about a golfer in the 1930s. And he came from Savannah, the South. In those days, there was bitter rivalry between the northern and southern states of America. And this guy was a brilliant golfer, but came across some personal problem. And so he quit golf and took to drink, easiest thing to do. And when there was a competition announced, his people went to him and said, you must play in this competition, if not for yourself, at least for the pride of Savannah. And he agrees to compete. But he has been drinking for so long that he can barely see the ball. And at that time, Will Smith comes out of the darkness and offers to be his caddy. And the whole movie is this wonderful conversation between the caddy, Bagger Vance is his name, and the golfer, the disciple. At one point, the golfer is playing so badly that the caddy calls him and says, there's a perfect shot waiting out there. All you got to do is get yourself out of the way.